Oh, coasters, I'm on board the FV Garraway. Now, you ever heard of it? It's not the Titanic. She's a big boat, and Larry's the boss, and I'm in the Blaketown Lagoon, and by coincidence, Larry is just shouting the Grey District Mayor Tania Gibson a cup of tea. Larry. Now,
How you going, Bruce?
now you'd be pretty well known to a lot of coasters.
Oh, not too many Larrys around, I don't think so.
No, there's not.
No.
And look, I love the way that you managed to get to get Tania on board here.
She might have problems getting off.
I thought we were going to have to bring one of those little cranes in.
I've got one on board.
Have you?
Yeah, I'll make a seat for her and everything. Sit her in a fish case, It'll probably be the dearest fish case we've ever unloaded.
Oh, mate. I know. So, look, I just wandered past you there. Hey, Tania, look, hey, first experience on a boat?
Well, no, not the first experience on a boat, but I'm not really dressed for the occasion, and I'm still a little bit shaking from the getting on it.
Oh,
so
stop it.
Get off it. It's going to be a challenge.
And Tania, how'd you find getting on the boat?
It was a bit tricky, Bruce. My legs are still a bit shaky. Not properly equipped today.
And folks, this is Larry Johnston, and he's now the proud owner of MV Garraway, is it?
FV, Garraway.
FV.
Yeah, fishing vessel, not a motor vessel.
Oh, fishing vessel.
Yes,
Is that what I wonder what it meant.
There you go.
Now look,
we're all here to learn. So, yeah.
Larry, coasters have got a reputation for being hard-working, knowledgeable, and possessing the ability to get the job done. Now you're one of those people. People wandering around the port here. People tell me if you want to know something from experience, talk to Larry because he does it. He gets things done.
Okay, well, I quite like that. Yeah.
So I have a question. How many seasons have you? How many seasons old are you?
Probably 40 years on the sea.
40 on the sea.
40 years on the sea, yes.
How old are you now? You must have started.
56.
Did you start when you were 6?
I might as well. Yeah.
So so you've been 40 years on the sea.
Yep.
And how long have you been a boat owner?
A year and a half.
Yeah. So you've been working for someone for 38 years.
Yes.
Goodness me.
Yeah, and I'm just proof that it's never too late to move on and do things for yourself. So,
Are you enjoying it?
yeah, absolutely. Yep. It's taken a good year and a half to realise that the boat's actually mine and I can actually relax. So it takes a wee while to reprogram, but yeah, no, it's the best move ever. So yeah.
Fantastic. Now look, some of the skippers have said that the 90s was the season that where everyone made a lot of money, but others are saying that actually at the moment it's not going too bad at all.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, look, it's like anything. It's like any primary industry. It's what you put into it. It's what you're going to get out of it. So, it's sort of a work-based industry where you can, the harder you work, the more dollars you can get out of it. It's based like that. If you don't want to go to work, well, you're just not going to get anywhere with it.
Love it.
And with everything the way it is at the moment, if you don't go to work, well, you're going to go backwards very quick. So, yeah.
How did your fishing career start?
With a fishing rod off the wharf, really. Yeah.
Blaketown Lagoon?
No, not Blaketown Lagoon. This is up in Granity. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Westport boy.
Yeah, I'm north of Granity.
Oh, mate, there's a few of us around, isn't there?
Yeah, oh, yeah, we're spread out, well spread, aren't we? They don't really call us coasters up there, but no, well, we are, I'm afraid. So yeah.
So you'd have been somewhere near the Tyler family, or they were?
Yeah. I knew all the Tylers and
Oh,
went to school with the Tylers and
Hey, isn't it a small world?
My
Isn't
father was in the mill up there as well, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Sawmiller.
Yep. He died in the sawmill up there, so he was probably one of the first documented deaths, really, I suppose. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
back in the early 70s. So yeah.
Now listen, hadn't he, been a fisherman for 40 odd years, had any memorable days? Days where you go, geez, I don't think I'll do that again.
Yeah, there's been a few of them. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Hairy crossings on
Oh, yeah. Well, no, sort of try to keep away from that sort of thing. So yeah. Hairy bar crossings are pretty good on the heart. So has its moments. Yes, there's been a few moments. There's been a few moments I wouldn't like to really repeat, but not too many. So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Probably about a 400 kilo bluefin.
Wow.
Tagged and released,
Yeah.
Tagged and released. We picked it to be over 400 kilos.
400.
So I did a fair bit of the chartering when the bluefin first showed up here. So I had a charter boat and played with that for a couple of months just for fun, really. So yeah.
Don't you get the feeling that there's a real industry for bluefin off Greymouth?
Oh, there is. The recreational fishing could be quite big here. It's just getting through the red tape and having the right surveys. It's not really worth somebody putting a boat into the proper survey to do it here, because the costs are phenomenal. So that's what puts the brakes on. We basically it's all outside the 25-mile line, or just inside the 25-mile line. You need a different survey for that. So
it's a bit of the red tape.
So a bit of the red tape stuff. Yeah, it makes it reasonably difficult. Otherwise, somebody would be doing it. So, yeah.
Whereabouts have you fished around New Zealand?
All around New Zealand. So.
Where's the worst water? I get sick in a rowing boat. I do.
Pusica Point's quite famous for wind, really. I think wind was born there and goes around the country. So
yeah.
The last year and a half I've had a fair bit to do with Pusica Point. So
how's since you started 40 years ago, how's technology changed what you do as a fisherman?
It's changed a hell of a lot, but the best thing about starting back in the day is you learnt core skills without the technology. So you sort of put you in a better boat, I seem to think. So, and you learn from the ground up as well. You know, with technology now, it's too easy just to push the button and away you go. You know, it's all on file for everybody to see. So yeah.
Is there a future for young people who want to go fishing?
Oh, definitely. Yes, it's never too late to. Yeah, there's definitely a future there. It's just work ethic's gone out the back door, really, and we struggle with Kiwi crew, to be honest.
We all say that, but look, I remember my father saying that about me. Has it really changed?
Probably not, no.
You know, I just wonder. I mean, there's some good young fellas out there, isn't there?
There is some good young fellas out there.
At
the moment, I've got an excellent team, but you know, the first year was quite a trial and tribulation, really, and it took a lot of sifting through to get the right team, and your boat's only as good as the team you've got around you anyway. So yeah.
So, what would you say to a young fella who thought fishing just might be for me?
Well, basically, you know, if you've got the one, as soon as he hops on board, you'll know within an hour whether he's got it in him or whether he hasn't got it in him.
So, is it that quick?
Yeah, pretty much, really. Yeah. If you've been around the boat game for as long as I have, you know what you've got pretty soon. So
you'd have noticed that when Tanya and I got on board, probably we're not going to be crew, are we?
Probably not. No, you'll be paying me, I'd say. So. yeah.
Yeah.
I'd cook you a good feed and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, and a great cup of tea. He's pretty good like that, Tanya, isn't he?
Great, calming me down.
Oh, thanks very much.
Now, one thing I'm curious about, Larry, you guys work some really long hours, and you'll come into port here in the middle of the night, go to bed for 4 hours, get up in the morning, and when the weather's right, and you're out again. Do you find that hard? Is it?
I guess it's something you get used to. It's the same at home, you know. It'll take probably a couple of weeks to change that timing mechanism. So, you know, it's just what you get used to, really. Some people cope with it really well, and other people don't.
Is it that quick of a turnaround to get straight back out?
Well, it just depends on the weather, really. And if you just want to pick the nice weather and fish the nice weather, and it's nice weather at the moment, we're tied up. But you know, if you, it can be that way if you want to be.
Well, see, Tony on the Corsair there was out in at 3 in the morning, out again at lunchtime the next day. Just continue.
That's that hokey season. We get quite a few different seasons for fishing on the west coast here, so it's got a very high diversity of fish species. So so hence the hokey season's like that. You know, on a daily basis they'll come in with their load of fish and do that for 2 months of the year, 2 to 3 months.
Larry, New Zealand fishermen have got a reputation overseas as being very good, hard-working, dedicated people, and because of that, they're snatched from New Zealand on a regular basis. Do you find that that's the competition for staffers? Do you think that that's a problem,
I'd probably put that into the large 50-metre boat category more so than the inshore fleet.
Oh, the big boys.
Yeah, basically, I think what's happened is the big boys, the big fleets are taken like that because they're very good at what they do. Yes. But the inshore fleet is sort of a specialty in itself. It's a totally different fishery to the large vessels. So you know, ground routes up. The inshore vessels, a young fellow will get to start. He'll get to learn the engine room. He'll get to learn to push buttons, and he'll get to learn to drive a lot quicker than, say, the fellas will on the larger vessels. So it's a lot more hands-on.
Tanya, is it different to hairdressing?
It's a lot different to hairdressing. It surely is, and as we say, I think that we need to value the fishing industry in our town, because sometimes it just goes under the radar, but it's a great supporter of our town and our industry and an employer. So I think what we're doing even here today, visiting, is good. We've got a